Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Friday, the 10th of May. With Robert Murray McShane, we're working our way through the book of Isaiah, and today reading chapter 9. In verse 2, the prophet says, "The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned." And as he continues speaking about this light coming into the darkness and the change, he then in verse 6 tells us, "For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace." And we know that this was clearly a prophetic word about the Messiah, about Christ coming into the world as the Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Father, the Prince of Peace. And so this has got that New Testament connotation to it. But in Isaiah's day, he's living in darkness as the Assyrians were threatening the nation, and then the Babylonians arose and also came up, and there was very little hope for the people. As Jesus came into the world, there's also equally little hope for them, with the Roman authority imposing itself on the nations and keeping the Jewish state on a very, very short reign. And today we see the darkness round about us. And as I was thinking about the darkness, I thought maybe one of the problems is that people don't realize how dark it is. It's the kind of thing where you're sitting working away as the sun goes down and you don't realize just how dark it's getting, and your eyes adapt and you keep going, and then suddenly somebody comes in and switches the light on and you realize, my goodness, it was that dark. And I think sometimes we live in that kind of darkness where people don't realize that they're stuck in darkness. And we won't realize that until the light comes in. And so we pray with Isaiah that for those walking in darkness in our day, in our country, in our communities, that there will be a great light. And those living in the land of deep darkness, a light will dawn. And as we pray that, we also need to bear in mind that Jesus said, "You are the light of the world." And we know that he didn't just mean Peter, James, and John who were in front of him. He meant all his followers. And so the only way that light is going to dawn in the darkness around us is if Christians are that light. And so we've got to pray, God, show us what it is, what we need to do, how we can be light in the world. And I'm sure that the minute we shine in with that kind of light, we will see people coming because it'll be attractive. It'll dispel the darkness. They'll find security. And in the same way that moths flood to the light, or if you're lost in the darkness and you see a light in the distance, you head for the light. As Christians, we've got to be that light in the darkness today. How we do it is something every single Christian will have to work out for themselves. But we need to be praying, God, make us lights that we may shine for you. Be blessed.